of the defender, you're running against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
This is Coleman, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and put
touchdown Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Winston now from the 50. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A give going right to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Jameis on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 4th quarter, every drive so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Again, it's Winston. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2nd down now after the pass completion. A carry for a former Falcon, Jaquiz Rogers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
Don't forget about finding the lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own